I like this movie. It gets a lot of crap online, but I think it's a fun, innocent little movie with good pacing and good kung fu. Kung fu. I've seen some people say this movie is barely watchable or that it's easily Jackie Chan's worst movie. Whew. You have clearly never seen The Tuxedo or The Medallion if you think this is Jackie Chan's worst film. Gorgeous stars Shu Qi as a young, lovesick Taiwanese woman named Bu, who one day finds a romantic message in a bottle on the beach. This inspires her to travel to Hong Kong to look for love, and she runs into a wealthy businessman named Mr. Chan, played by Jackie Chan, who she helps rescue from goons hired by his business rival to rough him up. She falls in love with Mr. Chan and tries to win his affection, but you know the story. They can't be together because they're from two different worlds. He's a rich man who dines with pretty women, and she's just the daughter of a humble Taiwanese bar owner and all that stuff. This movie is most famous for Jackie's fight with Australian martial artist and stunt choreographer Brad Allen, who plays a character named Allen. So Shu plays Boo, Jackie Chan plays Mr. Chan, and Brad Allen plays Allen. I really enjoyed how lighthearted this movie is and how low the stakes are. That's usually a bad thing to have low stakes in an action movie, but it works here for me. No one is trying to kill anyone, there are no gangs, no one is dealing drugs, there are no government conspiracies, no one is forced into human trafficking, and no one dies. I don't even think there's one drop of blood in this movie. I've been watching way too many depressing, bloody, violent war films and brutal gangster dramas, and it's nice to just watch something that has good kung fu comedy and basically zero objectionable material. It's not hilarious, but it does have some funny stuff in it. Tony Leung has a supporting role as Shu Qi's friend. I've only ever seen him play a stone-cold assassin in movies like Hero or Shang-Chi, but here he plays a makeup artist who walks around his apartment in a red bathrobe with cucumbers stuck on his face and a hair wrap, and that's just not something you see every day. The best parts of the movie are the two fight scenes between Jackie Chan and Brad Allen. The final fight is obviously the best of the two. I'm not going to pretend like I knew who Brad Allen was before I saw this, but he was a well-known martial artist who became the first non-Asian member of Jackie Chan's stunt team. The last movie he worked on was Shang-Chi, and he unfortunately died at the age of 48, so that bites. Thank you, Wikipedia. I'm not a stunt man, so I can't provide any meaningful commentary, but these guys do some very fast, complicated movements that look difficult to perform. I like how they kind of dance around each other, and then Alan checks Jackie by feigning a kick, and then Jackie flinches, ready to block. Then they do it again, and then all heck breaks loose. I absolutely love this move right here. Oh, that's so cool. It's little things like that that make life worth living. My only complaints with the scene are that you can see Jackie's stunt double in a couple of shots, and there is some clear use of wire supports, and that bothers me for some reason. I like kung fu movies where you see the human body pushed to its limits, and wire supports just feel like training wheels to me. As I said before, it's also a fun scene because they aren't fighting to the death. It's just two sportsmen sparring with each other to see who has the better technique, and they even help each other up when one gets knocked down, and I've watched this scene probably 20 times. A lot of people say Jackie Chan does all of his own stunts, but that's not true. He does a lot of his own stunts. He does a lot of crazy stuff that would make me wet my pants. But yes, you can clearly see stunt doubles in some scenes, which confuses me because in some Jackie Chan movies, he will do something really crazy and difficult, and then you'll see a stunt double do another less impressive stunt move that you know Jackie could do if he wanted. So I'm trying to think of practical reasons why he would use stunt doubles to do things he could probably do. Is it just too physically and mentally demanding to master so many moves for an entire movie, so you need to split the burden? Is he injured and can't do the stunt 100%? Did they make a mistake and have to reshoot it, but Jackie was offset? I don't know. The biggest flaw of Gorgeous is its cheesiness. The musical score is laughably cutesy. Shu Qi is adorable, but I think she exaggerates the pouty baby talk a little too much, so some people may find that annoying. When I was watching the first 10 minutes of the movie, I thought, uh-oh, what have I gotten myself into? In the first 10 minutes, we see that Shu Qi has made friends with dolphins that jump out of the water in poorly computer-animated fashion. And when that happened, I was about to turn it off and say, no, no. But trust me, it gets better. Someone wrote a review saying it felt like the movie was made for pre-teens, but yeah, I agree with that, but my recommendation is to just go with it. Overall, I like it. I have seen it twice, and I wouldn't mind watching it a third time. Can't say the same thing for some other Jackie Chan movies.